we should be live. Hopefully check my feed. Making sure that I got a good feed. Looks like I do. So we're live now at the rink here. We're at Fogarty Ice Arena.
You're getting fancier.
I am getting way fancier. I keep upgrading.
I see that.
I got Zoom for us now.
Oh, there you go.
That's the whole point of this.
All right.
So we're actually live right now. Let's take a look at what we got going on tonight. Tonight we're going to be playing. We'll load here. Taking a second to load apparently. There we go. We're going to be playing Andover tonight. Our records were 22-12-1, Andover 21-20-1. Overall in D10, 14-4-1. D10 record for Andover, 11-6-1. We're second behind Anoka. There's no way we're going to catch Anoka at this point. Andover, though, is taking over the third spot from Champlin. We're still sitting number 2 before them. Minn Kota rankings in state, 24th we are, and Andover is 48th. And I got the goals for and against. Obviously, our last game against Andover, we lost. An upset loss against Andover here. I'll load that up. You can see 3 games ago, we lost 3-2. We then went on to tie Champlin 4-4. And our last game, 2-1, win against Blaine. Got 2:13 left of this warm-up. I don't know why they cut the music. They're yelling something, but 2:08 now left of that warm-ups. Before the game, I got to give a special shout-out to Brock Norman and his family. So Liam's hero, my son, his number is 63 on his jersey because his hero is Brad Marchand, the rat of the NHL. Liam is obsessed with him. He's been a fan with him for years, ever since he played at Boston. Obviously, last year he got traded to the Florida Panthers and went on and won the Stanley Cup last year. And Liam is obsessed. A few years ago, we were out in Boston for the Frozen Four college hockey tournament, and Liam bought a jersey, or got a jerseys for Brad. Well, on Friday, the Panthers were in town playing against the Wild, and Brock Norman got us free tickets through his work. 4 free tickets to club level, first row. We got there early so Liam could go try to get an autograph, and this happened. So you got the photo. Here's Brad getting off after warm-ups. You can see Liam on the right side of the screen, along with his little sister Kinsley. He threw a puck up to Kinsley, and then Liam dropped his Boston jersey down to Brad. And you can see Brad reaching up, grabbing the marker, and he signed the back of the jersey. Matter of fact, you see the photographer in the photo later that same night. The Florida Panthers posted that on their Instagram. Brad looking up at Liam. And this was the end result. Liam smiling with his Marchand jersey. He got the autograph. You can see we had phenomenal club level first row tickets courtesy of Brock Norman. So a special thanks to him. Liam says he's going to give Brock the biggest hug ever when he sees him. So, but had to give him a shout out at the beginning of the game here. Boys are just wrapping up here. 4 seconds left of this warm-up, and we'll be beginning the game here. Boys will clean up the pucks, and we'll be on our way. boys are cleaning up here and we'll be underway. This is our second to last game in District 10 regular season here today. We'll be going into the Breezy Point tournament after this. We play our first game on Friday. Do I have the wrong? Oh, I grabbed the wrong scoreboard. Here we go. Some background stuff. You guys can't see. I'm messing up here. All right, boys will be starting off here shortly. We'll see who our starting lineup is. Boys getting some last-minute coaching advice. Andover's waiting for us. Some extended coaching advice today. See your starting lineup today. It looks like we're going to have Stone in the face-off circle, Stewart with JoJo Ross at the wing, Brock Norman and Liam Hamas back out there for your D-mates. Starting matchup. Puck drop is one back to Liam. Liam banks it off the boards, gets it over to Stewart. Stewart tries to get it into the zone. Can you guys back up a little bit? Otherwise, you're going to be in the shot. Vaughn grabs it. He tries to dump it in the zone. Andover blocks it. Andover picks it up, carries it into the zone. Pass it over. Oh, and a shot and save by Jay. Oh, and it went in. And just like that, they scored. Liam should have covered that backside defenseman or winger, and we're already down here. 1-0, not the way we want to start off. Coach doesn't like that, changes the D pairing. You mess up, you're going to go back to the bench. And Stone, Stewart, and Ross will stay out there. Stone wins it forward to Andover. Andover grabs it. They pass it over. And Andover brings it into the zone, comes near side, and we tip it out of the zone. Andover regrouping in the neutral zone. They pass it off the boards. Stone there to disrupt it. JoJo picks it up. JoJo Ross going to carry it over. Near side boards, banks it off the boards. Still trying to maintain puck possession. Stewart grabs it. He's going to carry it into the zone. And he loses it and goes down. Andover picks this back up, carries it over to the near side boards. He's going to come into the zone. Tries to cut up the middle, banks it over. Shot goes wide, hits the boards behind. Max Peterson grabs it, sends it around the boards, gets it to Stewart. Stewart gets it to Schulte, who's fresh off the bench. Schulte's going to bring it in the zone, takes a shot, goes, rebound. Rebound got to Drew. Drew got a shot, 2 saves by the Andover goaltender. Oh, and Max can't hold the zone. Boys are going to have to get out and regroup. Max cycles over, dumps it in deep, goes back behind the goaltender. Andover picks it up, cycles it off the boards there. Schulte tries to cut through the middle, loses it, and it gets dumped back in. Goes over, Chalstrom banks it off the board, sends it back down the length of the ice. Schulte's fast after it as it hit the tip. Schulte gets taken down. Gramzoni here picks it up, sends it back over to Milic. Milic tries to center it, but Andover able to get it off his stick. Carlin fresh off, tries to pressure. Andover gets around him. Andover fumbles it, loses it into the corner. Andover cycles it back around, brings it in the middle, shot right into the belly of Jake, and he gets a save. Special shout out from Alaska, my Uncle John. Second Uncle John, I guess it would be. Great Uncle John is watching from Alaska. I love it. Thank you for watching, Uncle John. Puck comes to the near side boards. Stone picks it up. Oh, I'm zoomed way too in. I got distracted there. Andover picks it up as we brought it into the zone. Stone grabs it, tries to get it in. Puck comes back into our zone. Carlin's going to pick it up, banks it off the back of the boards, goes back behind, goes all the way over to Green on the far side boards. Green grabs it, tries to get it by Andover, still maintaining puck possession. He's able to get it up to Olsen. Olsen gets it, cuts in. Oh, and Olsen runs into some traffic, throws it off the goaltender. Puck comes to the near side corner. Olsen tries to cut up the middle, runs into traffic. Schulte stepping in, helping out, keeping the zone. Boys doing a good job keeping the zone. Andover, though, gets it, throws it around to the far side boards. It goes over to Vaughn. Vaughn takes a shot. It goes wide. Comes all the way back. Andover's going to try to get it out. Liam rushed in to get back out to hold. Stewart doing a good job holding the zone. Stewart forces it into the corner. Andover picks it up. They're going to bank it off. Comes out to Liam here. Liam passes it over to Vaughn. Vaughn sends it back into the zone and on net, but the goaltender comes up with a good save. When we get a whistle, we'll get an offensive zone draw. Schulte taking the face-off. He loses that to Andover, and they get it back out. Andover coming in the zone. They had beat Vaughn there on the backside. Boys do a good job forcing them to fumble, though. Excuse me, I had a sneeze there. Puck goes into the corner. Andover right out in front. Puck goes into the corner. Andover cycling it out in front. Liam loses it at his feet. Vaughn picks it up, tries to clear it, hits an Andover player out front. Liam gets it, passes it again, but loses it to an Andover player. Don't know what he's thinking there. Schulte grabs it. Shot attempt by Andover goes wide of the net. Ross goes back, grabs it, battling it, supported by Liam. Schulte's in the mix also now as Liam continues to battle on through. Liam bakes it off the board, goes back to D. The point from Andover. Andover takes a shot, goes back behind the net. Schulte passes it up, gets it to, Stewart gets it to Ross. Ross gets it to Stewart, or to Schulte, and Schulte gets taken down in the zone. We'll get a replay of that. All right, we're back live. As you can see, Schulte got taken down, drawing a penalty, and we're on the power play. Face-off one back. Chalstrom grabs it, and Andover able to chip it out of the zone. Comes all the way back down. 1:20 left of this power play already. Max grabs it behind the boards, passes it over to Drew. Drew goes center ice to Stone. Stone has it bounce off his stick, and Andover is able to get it back out, and Drew brings it back in offsides, and we get a whistle. Stone wins it back to Chalstrom. Chalstrom sends it over to Max. Max tries to get it into the zone, but Andover brings it back out. Drew picks it up, carries it in. Drew tries to walk it in deep, but loses it. Goes back behind the goaltender. Andover banks it around the boards. Chalstrom's there, sends it in. Goes to the far side corner. Andover's going to be first to it. Tries to clear it. They fumble. Drew tried to pick it up there, but Andover again comes up with it. Gramzoni grabs it. Disrupts that play. Goes over to Stone. Stone grabs it. Tries to center, but fumbles it there. Andover grabs it, sends it around the boards. Goes back to Max Peterson. Max dumps it in deep again, and it goes back behind the goaltender. Action out front, just can't get anything on that, and Andover clears the zone, and it's going to come the distance. We'll get an icing. 12 seconds left of this power play. We'll get Jackson Krause and Carlin out there as your D-mates. Looks like we'll have Schulte, Isaac, and Olsen, and who is that? Keegan Green out there for your forwards. Offensive zone draw. Schulte's in the face-off circle. He wins it over to Green. Green tries to drop it back to Olsen. Olsen gives it back to Green. Green centers to Olsen. Olsen just can't get a shot off as Andover got a stick on that, and they pick it up and carry it out, and the power play is killed. Andover back 5-on-5 at this point. 9 minutes left of the first. We get a whistle on the offsides. Still 1-0. Schulte will be in the face-off circle. He wins it forward to himself. Dumps it into the zone, goes over to the corner. Isaac helps hold it. Andover battle along the boards. We come out with it. Battle still along the near side boards. Comes back to Carlin. Carlin goes cross ice over to Jackson Kraus. Jackson goes up to, I can't tell that, Green, I believe. Green dropped it back to Jackson and he gave it back. Shot but saved by the goaltender. Some good plays here by the boys. We need to continue this pressure. Not sure what the shots on goal total is, but we need to keep this up. Nice to keep this in our zone. This is a big win for us as Andover's nipping at our heels, and it's going to be a really hard game to win against Anoka. Vaughn goes cross ice to Liam. Liam takes a shot. Oh, and it just goes wide. Hits the boards behind. Andover comes up with it behind there. They ring it around the boards. Comes back to Liam. Liam walks it around, dumps it into the center, tries to get it right up in the middle. Stewart just can't get a good handle on it as Andover's clogging up his stick ability. Stewart grabs it, drops it back to Stone. Stone shoots it, bounces off, and goes out of the rink. We'll get a replay on that again here. Let's see. Or maybe not. Replay didn't want to work on that one for some reason. Stone will take the face off here in the offensive zone. Andover comes up with it. They come cross ice, near side board. They get it out of the zone. Liam picks it up. He gives it back to Vaughn. Vaughn tries to go back to Liam. It goes into the corner. Liam sends it around the boards, but it lands on Andover's stick. Shot saved by Jake. Goes into the corner. Battle along the near side boards here. I'm having a hard time seeing exactly what's going on. Puck bounces out, comes out to the corner, comes out to the neutral zone. Andover still possesses it. They bring it back into the zone, but Stone's there to grab it. Liam grabs it, passes it over to Stewart. He passes it over to Stone. He gets it knocked off his stick, but Stewart comes up with it, carries it deep into the zone, brings it back behind the goaltender. Max Peterson, fresh off the ice for Liam, pass it over to Vaughn. Vaughn goes back, drives it in deep, loses it in the corner to Andover. They try to bank it off the boards, but Stone's there to hold, takes a shot, goes off the post. Thank your post goaltender from Andover, as that one is the only reason why that didn't go in. Max passed it over to the near side boards to Jojo. Jojo tries to go into the center, but it's intercepted by Andover, goes deep into our zone. Chalstrom's there to grab it, goes into the near side corner. Andover grabs it, brings it back behind Jake, tries to center. Oh, and Jake gloves this down as they get a shot on goal. Great save by Jake there. All right, and we're back live here. Schulte wins this back to Chalstrom and rings it around the back of the board, or the net. Trying to get it out. Andover doing a good job holding. Shot attempt gets deflected wide of the net. Chalstrom into it. Schulte swoops in, helps out, picks this up. He's going to carry it through the neutral zone. And Andover grabs this. Milic is going to pick it up. He carries it into the zone. Milic tries to cut right through the middle, but loses it, unfortunately, to Andover's stick. Milic grabs it again, cuts in, and he's going to lose it as Andover grabs it. 5:58 left of the first period here. Andover gets it out of the zone, comes back to Chalstrom. Chalstrom grabs it, tries to pass it up to the Gramzoni. Gramzoni's going to dump it into the zone. Schulte gets it, pass it over to Drew. Drew, oh, and he misses, and it goes wide of the net. Drew comes up with it again, tries to wrap it around, and he buries it. Oh, look at that. Drew Milic with a wraparound goal on that one. Beautiful play. We get our goal back. I'm trying to manage the scoreboard by myself. I don't have any helpers today, so I'm a little bit behind. That's why. Puck comes back into our zone. Centering attempt by Andover. Jake deflects it back behind the net. Isaac grabs it, intercepts it, loses it to Andover. They cycle it back into our zone. And we're able to get it out. Stone is coming in. He's got support from Isaac. Stone goes wide. Andover forces it out. Stone centers it. And we're getting a hooking call here against Andover. Let's take a look at that. Andover to the penalty box. Stone will take the power play. He's got Isaac Olson out there along with Green as his forwards. Stone had won that back to Isaac. Isaac tried to take a shot, but it hit traffic in front and bounced all the way out. Charlestrom's back to grab it. He sends it up the near side boards, gets it to Stone. Stone tries to pass it to Isaac, but it lands on an Andover stick. They bring it into their zone, and Isaac forces a turnover, gets a shot on goal, but the goalie came up with a save. Andover rips it off the glass, but it can't get by Carlin, who's fresh off the bench. Carlin sends it over. Tried to go across ice, but Andover intercepts here as they tried to center that. Andover can't get possession as they lose it. Stone picks this up. He's going to carry it in. Stone goes wide. Fires it. Goes off the mask of the goalie. Isaac's in there to support. Takes another shot. Save. Hits the side of the net on that shot. Stone picks it up. Fires. Goes wide of the net. JoJo's going to pick it up. Goes back over behind, or into the back, comes back over. Vaughn steps up, throws one towards the net. Stone gets in there, fans on it. Isaac grabs the rebound, can't get anything on it. Andover's doing a great job getting sticks on it. Stone grabs it, centers it. Isaac, shot, and that one goes in, and the boys come up with one. And just like that, we're back on top as we needed that one. Good teamwork by the boys, working that puck. We still got 11 seconds. Or I'm sorry, that's going to kill the power play. They just didn't take it off the scoreboard over here for me. Schulte grabs this puck, is going to carry it into the zone. Lose it to Andover. Stewart steps in to help out. Boys can't get it past the blue line. They finally get it out. Liam's going to come and grab it. Liam spins around, passes it over to Stewart, and then Stewart's going to carry it in. Stewart drives it wide, centers it, goes right to Schulte, and he buries it! And just like that, we go up again! What a beautiful play by the boys! And we have a 2-point lead. Great play by these boys as they're working as a team here. Schulte picks this up, wins it forward, tries to cut through the middle, drops it back over to Ross. Ross with a shot, saved by the goaltender. It goes back to Andover, back behind. Max Peterson picks it up, grabs it. Andover strips us of it. JoJo Ross is going to go to the box for a penalty of a check. Andover has it, they bring it in. Max bumps it off their stick. Andover maintaining possession. They're trying to center. Should get a whistle now as we touch it, and we're going to go to the box. Should be for a check against JoJo Ross, number 4. Off to the sin bin he goes, unfortunately. We'll get a defensive zone draw. Drew Milich going to take this face off. Puck goes forward. Drew's there to forecheck it there. Andover maintaining possession in the corner. Drew, though, strips him. Pass it over to Granzoni. Granzoni tried to backhand it back over to Drew. Puck does bounce out now, but Andover's going to maintain possession. They get out of the zone and bring it back in. Charlestrom stepping in, pressuring. Andover able to hold temporarily. Graham disrupts that play. Goes over to Drew. Drew chips it out to Gramzoni. Graham tries to center it. Oh, and the goalie chips it away. Great play, and it's going to come to the length of the ice. No icing, though. Jake redirects it around the back of the net. Andover goes down. Not certain how that all happened there. Max swoops in, picks it up, sends it over to Gramzoni. Graham's going to carry it through the neutral zone. 1:58 left of the first period. Graham tried to go to Milich. Andover there intercepts, though, and carries it back in. Andover cuts right through the middle, takes a shot, and a save by Jake. We'll have a defensive zone draw here, taken by Isaac Olson. Isaac lost it there temporarily. Another shot, saved by Jake. Little misread there. And another draw here in our zone. 24 seconds left of the penalty kill. Isaac is again, he wins it straight back to Carlin. Carlin tries to bank it around Andover off the boards. Isaac able to get it out. Isaac, oh, he loses it to the feet of an Andover player. Andover coming back our direction. Andover's only female. She carries it fast and in behind the goaltender here. Cycling the park. Passes it over. Shot. Tried to actually center it, I believe. He tried to hit the pad, but Jake got his pad on that. We're back full strength. Green brings it in. Does a drop pass to Stone. Stone's got options. Gives it to Isaac right in the middle. Isaac loses it to Andover, but it goes right back to Stone. Stone tries to center it again, but it goes back over to Andover, and they carry it out. They bring it into neutral ice. Jackson Kraus there with a nice defensive play, takes away any opportunity to shoot that puck. Isaac picks it up. Isaac's going to carry it up. He gets it up to Stone. Stone takes a shot, deflected wide. Stone got knocked down on that play. Somebody was yelling wanted a penalty on that. Liam not able to hold the zone. He's going to pick it up though. Vaughn steps in to help as Liam was getting pressured. Gets it over to Green. Green goes to Olson. Olson goes to Stone. Stone fires, but a save by the goaltender. And we get a whistle. Offensive zone draw coming back at you, where it looks like we're going to go with the Stewart, Schulte, and JoJo Ross lines. Schulte will take your face off. Vaughn sliding up to the winger position temporarily. Andover came up with it, and they get it out. Liam is getting back, grabs it. He's going to cycle it back over, passes it up, goes to Vaughn. Vaughn grabs it. Pass it over to JoJo. JoJo goes crossing the center ice against the Schulte. Stewart's going to cut up. Slap shot from the point from Stewart, and he holds, and we get the buzzer for the end of the first period. Good end to the first period here as we come back. Andover thought they had something. 15 shots on goal to 6 shots on goal at this point. Take a look at your scoreboard over here. Actually, he's updating the shots on goal now. 20 shots on goal to 9 against Andover. So you can see a big discrepancy. We did a good job coming back. Boys getting some coaching advice here in between periods. Got 28 seconds left of this intermission. We'll be back to live hockey. Thank you to the 13 of you that are watching live at home. Special thanks to our DJ in the house, Max Peterson's dad, Jeff. He's responsible for all the music that's rocking out in here. He always does a good job. And we get the buzzer. Looks like our starting lineup for the second period is going to be Schulte in the circle, Stewart and Ross at his wing, and Liam and Vaughn back there for their D-mates. Schulte will take the face off here. We start the second period. I gotta adjust them. Puck comes back into our zone. Liam battling to try to keep it out. Bumps into him. Forces it into the corner. Andover dumping it back behind the goaltender. They bring it back to the point. They dump it back in. And JoJo's able to get it out of the zone. He picks it back in the neutral ice, dumps it in. It goes deep back behind the goaltender now. Andover's first to it. They try to wrap it around the boards. They're going to pick it up. Schulte's there, gets a stick on it. Causes a temporary disruption, but Andover comes in. Andover's going to come through, and Liam gets a good stick on it, sends it over to the boards. He banks it off. JoJo grabs it, tries to ring it around the boards, but Andover maintains the zone possession. Andover's shot hits traffic in front, backhander, and Jake comes up with a save. Coach is going to take the opportunity for the whistle to get some fresh legs out there. Stone will be back on the ice with Graham Zoney, and it's like that Isaac. Who is that? No, it's Graham Zoney, Drew, Stone, Chalstrom, and Max Peterson on the ice for you. Chalstrom passes it up to Drew. Drew gets it to Graham. Graham does a drop pass back to Drew, but we lose it, and it comes back out. Andover cuts it into the zone, but Stone comes in and disrupts their attempt to bring it into our zone. Boys doing a nice job working together. They get it over to Graham Zoney. Graham Zoney carries it in, tries to send it over to Stone, but a little bit of misread on the pass. And Andover still has this. They're going to carry it back in. And Jake steps out of the crease. Giant play for Jake there as he steps out of the crease. Gets a stick on that and prevents any shot being able to be fired by Andover. Andover picks this up. Tries to center, but Stone intercepts. Stone goes cross ice over to Drew, carries it to the neutral zone. He tries to pass it over to Graham Zoney. It was just a little too far ahead of him. Comes back to Stone. Stone rips a shot, but they glove it down, and the goaltender is able to hold. New skaters coming back out again. Your lineup is going to be Schulte, Olsen, and Green, along with Kraus and Carlin out there. Puck goes to Andover. They bring it back around their goaltender. Comes to the near side board. Kraus is there, battles to hold. He's able to do so. Pass it over to Green. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound comes back over. They try to center, and the goalie's able to get a hold of that one. Great pressure by our boys on that play. Another offensive zone play. Schulte back in the face-off circle. He wins it straight back. Andover, though, picks it up. And they're able to get it out of the zone as Carlin's not able to hold that. Carlin, though, steps back up big and starts pressuring, supported by Isaac. Isaac picks it up, sends it around the boards. He's going to grab it here. He's rushing it out of the zone. Andover, though, steps in, pressures, able to hold. Kraus steps in, takes it away, and sends it over to Schulte. Schulte gets it to Green. Green brings it in, tries to go back to Schulte, but the goaltender gets there first and hangs on to that one. We get a whistle. Coach is going to get some fresh legs again out there. Boys are starting to click here. Hopefully this is a turning of the tide as we go into this tournament. We got some hard competition coming in this tournament. Puck goes over to Andover. They try to get it out. Stewart gloved it down. Stone with a shot goes off the glass behind, goes into the corner. Ross picks it up. He sends it right out in front, but Stewart can't get a good shot off, and Andover grabs it as Liam tried to swoop in and got pretty deep. Andover brings it in, but Stewart with a great back check takes away the opportunity to shoot. And it sounded like we got a whistle there. I don't know what the heck that was, but no whistle. As play goes on, Stone brings it in. Stone looking for options, drops it back to Vaughn. Vaughn dumps it in, gets it back to Stewart, or Stone. Stone tried to center it, but it hit the pipe. Stewart now circling in, trying to help out. Goes cross ice, but nobody's there. JoJo Ross picks it up, drops it back to Liam. Liam sends it off the boards, keeps it in. Andover, though, picks it up. And they're going to be able to get this out of the zone as they come back. Vaughn does a good job taking away any shot. Liam picks this puck up, and he's going to carry it out. And he's on a rush as he goes wide, drives it into the zone. Gets pushed into the boards. Liam stays on it. Oh, and Stewart, fresh off the bench, slaps it. Oh, and it flies out and it hit Green there. Oh, no, I hope Green's okay, as that puck nailed him. Let's take a look at that. That hit him hard. That puck was fired, bounced right out, and I think it caught Green either right in the chest or the neck. Man, that looked like it hurt. Face-off will come to you in the defensive zone on this draw. I'm not certain why we're coming back. Oh, we got somebody in the box. Looks like Stewart went to the box. Shot and saved by Jake. Andover still maintains possession of this. They try to center it. Jake, save on that one, and the boys take away the opportunity to even get a shot off. Drew passes it up to Max. Max going to rush it in. Drops it back for Milic. Oh, and they cut right through the middle. Milic, shot, just can't get anything on it. Puck goes back behind the goaltender. Andover picks it up. And Andover's female player, she's going to carry it out of the zone. She brings it into ours. Can't see what's going on near side. Something happened. The puck came back out of the zone. Came the length down here. Andover picks it back up. Pass it cross ice. Looks like Green has regained his composure back there as he's back on the bench like normal. Andover walks it in, takes a shot, but Jake gets a glove on that and holds on. Green's now on the ice as he must be okay. They're hockey players, not soccer players, so they're all tough. Defensive zone draw will be coming at you. 37 seconds left to Stewart's penalty. Isaac Olson taking the face-off. Face-off's one straight back, but Jake just grabs onto it. He doesn't like what he sees. He holds on. Get another whistle. Face-off is one to Andover. They pass it back to their D. They go across ice. Isaac, great read by Isaac, gets a stick on that puck, bounces out, carries it into the zone. Oh, he cuts in the middle, and just like that, grabs on, he scores! What a play! What a highlight reel for this game is Isaac gets a great read on that pass by Andover, gets a stick on it, drives it into the zone, lose it temporarily, but able to drop it back to Gramzoni, and Gramzoni finishes the deal, a shorty, and we're up 4-1. Isaac remains on the ice, wins this draw. Green grabs it in, or dumps it in. And Andover rings it off the glass, gets it back out. Kraus is there, sends it back this direction though. Andover regrouping in the neutral zone. Isaac steps in to disrupt the play. Andover able to get it into the zone. They're able to hold. They drive it in deep into the corner. Kraus is there to a battle though. Andover again and again. Green with a great read is able to get a stick on and dumps it down the length of the ice. No icing is called, and that's going to kill the penalty. Green's back towards it. He's going to drop it back to Kraus. Kraus sends it back to Green. Goes off his skate. Andover there to pressure. Isaac's on the ice. I think he's getting yelled at to get a change, but oh, and Andover tries to clear. Kraus is there. He drops it over to Ike. Ike sends one, and the goaltender comes up with a save. 8:30 left of this second period. We'll get an offensive zone draw. Face-off is one. Liam takes a slap shot, goes off the blocker of the goaltender, and Andover dumps it off the boards, comes back down all the way. Liam's going to be first to it. No icing as he beat it back there. Liam carries it back over, gives it to Ross. Ross centers it, misses the pass though, unfortunately, and goes all the way over to the far side boards. Andover is able to regain possession. They try to clear the zone. Ross holds though. And Andover dumps it back out to neutral ice. Stewart grabs it. sends it off the boards, gets it back to himself. Puck bounces out. Stone grabs it, dumps it into the near side, gets it into the zone, but Andover picks it up. Stone prevents that from going out of the zone, comes right up the middle. Stewart's going to be able to grab it. Shot goes just wide. Von Norman picks this up, rips a shot, but it goes up and over hits the glass on the far side. Stewart holds the zone, dumps it back into the zone. Ross is there to battle. Stone steps in to help out. Well, both boys battling. Stewart swings in, tries to grab it. Stone's going to be able to pick it up. Boys continue to battle on the far side boards. JoJo Ross just trying to muscle his way around Andover, who's pinning it against the boards. Probably going to get a whistle here soon if they can't figure it out. As there's quite the scrum. Andover finally comes up with it. They're going to be able to pass it and get it out of the zone here. They bring it back in. Liam back there to defend. Andover takes a shot. Goes off of the pad of Jake. Rebound goes to Vaughn, and Vaughn's able to get it back out. Stone carries it in, cuts over, looking for options. Andover forced some wide to the boards, comes into the middle. Drew tries to step in. Liam grabs it. Liam fires it. Oh, and it's off the blocker. And Andover regains possession of this. Cuts over. Goes over. Liam gets off the ice as we got Chalstrom out there now as D. And the puck backs out. Vaughn's back off the ice, and we got Max out there too. Max sends it over to Chalstrom. Chalstrom tries to pass it to Milic. Hits the skate of an Andover player. Max saves it though and grabs it. Chalstrom now getting connection with Drew. Drew Milic is going to carry it into the zone. Drops it or loses it to an Andover player, but Gramzoni's there to pressure. Schulte helping out. Puck goes into the far side corner. Gramzoni pressuring. Schulte able to strip Andover of it. They drop it back to Chalstrom. Chalstrom sends it all the way over to Milic. Milic tried to give it back to Gramzoni, who was on the back door, just can't connect. And we're going to the box, I believe, for a trip. Milic to the box for a trip. The defensive zone draw. 5:34 left of the period here. Isaac Olson taking the face off. He loses it to Andover. Andover takes a shot. Saved by Jake. Rebound goes to Andover. Jake with another save. Shot by Andover. Hits traffic in front. Boys finally get it out of the zone. Andover's going to have to get out. Max Peterson battling for this. Chips it up ahead, and he beats him. Backhander saved by the Andover goaltender. Great play by Max Peterson. Short-handed. Andover gets it. They're going to drive it through the neutral zone. Oh, and Chalstrom strips Andover, gets it back out, tries to feed it up to Green. Puck goes the distance of the ice. No icing. Green battling on the forecheck here. Short-handed still. Boys are doing a great job at applying pressure. Andover regains possession of this. Carries it back out of the zone. Cuts over. Takes a shot. Goes off the shin pad of Krause. Rebound goes back to Andover, but I think Carlin got a stick on that player and takes away the shot, actually. Andover maintains possession. This shot hits traffic in front. Andover again, fires it wide, comes over to the near side boards. Andover grabs it, drops it over to the point. They decide to dump it back in deep. Andover has it back behind the goaltender. Oh, and a misread by the pass, and Isaac gets it. He's going to carry it back into the zone. Cuts right in front. Oh, and he does a juke. Oh, what a play by Isaac. What a great play by Isaac. We're back full strength. I'm not certain if the penalty had expired before that or not. So it might have been a shorty right at the end there or not, but Isaac with a great play to deke out the goaltender. brings it in. Andover on this, brings it in, takes a slap shot. Jake makes a great save. Rebound went to Andover, but they can't get a good shot off. Our boys bring it back into the zone. JoJo Ross grabs it, tries to center it over to Stewart. Stewart gets tied up by Andover, though, and they can't get a good shot off. Carlin with a good stick. Two good stick. Carlin with a couple of good sticks there. Takes it away from Andover, and it comes back our direction. Andover gets possession of it again, though. Drives it into the zone. Kraus on it. Andover sends it back to the point. Shot goes off the pad of Jake. Goes into the corner. Carlin battling like a crazy back there. Able to chip it away. Great defensive play by Carlin. Comes out to Stone. Stone gives it to Ross, who dumps it in deep. Goes back behind the goaltender. Stewart's there to grab it. Vaughn fresh off the bench. He rushes in to try to hold the zone. Able to do so. Stewart grabs it. Sends it to Milic. Milic takes a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound by Stewart. Goes wide of the net. Andover regains possession of this, and they're able to get it out. Liam's back, though, is able to pick it up. He turns around. He gets it over to Vaughn. Vaughn tries to pass, gets intercepted, but great play. Ah, crap, I was zoomed in too far, I think. Sorry about that. Drew or who is that? No, that's Gramzoni with a shot, but saved by the Andover. Andover's able to get it out of the zone. Our boys do a great job back checking this play, and they bring it back our direction. Milic passes up to Gramzoni. Graham tries to give it to Schulte. Fans on it twice as the pass. He drops it back to Milic. Milic goes cross ice over to Norm. Von Norman takes a shot, but it goes wide of the net. They drop it back to Liam. Liam dumps it back in. Liam holds it again with his skates. They bring it back over to the near side boards. Race to get there. Schulte grabs it. Milic picks it up. Centers, goes over to Gramzoni, but Andover gets there, not allowing Graham to get a good shot off this. Milic keeps possession of this. He drops it back over to Vaughn. Vaughn takes a shot. Blocker saved by the goaltender. Goes into the corner. Gramzoni drops it back to Liam. Bouncing puck, and Liam almost loses it, and Andover gets it out. 2-on-1 against Vaughn. Shot, but saved by Jake. Jake holding strong on that play. We'll get a defensive zone draw. Minute 12 left of this second period. This is a much different team than we've seen the last few games, especially against Andover. We just didn't look like our normal self the last time we played Andover, and the boys are redeeming themselves this game. Hopefully they continue into the third. Almost a minute left of this period. Max Peterson again picks this puck up, rushes it out, centers, misses just wide though, goes into the corner. Stone there to battle. Andover coming up with it. Tries to get out of the zone, but Green with a great read, fires it, but gloved down by the goaltender. Great read by Green there. Let's take another look at that one. Offensive zone draw was won by, I think that was Stone that took it, but Andover gets it and brings it into the zone. We get a whistle, I believe, on an offside, so we'll be coming back out for a neutral zone draw. Stone trying to win it. Andover comes up with it. Charlstrom steps in, sends it to the boards. Andover comes up with it, centers it, but Green gets there first. He intercepts. He passes it up to, who is that? Isaac Olsen. Isaac carries it right through the middle, and he goes down. Goes into the goalie, and he comes up with a save. Whistle with 18 seconds left of this period. Great drive by Isaac on that one. Fortunately, a stick kind of got caught behind him there, and he just slowly fell down. Stone will take the face off. It's won by Andover. They try to wing it over to the near far corner. Stone got in the way. He picks it up, brings it over to the corner. Green's there. He's going to try to drop it back to Max. But Andover's able to disrupt that play. They get it out temporarily. It comes to the near side boards. Oh, and Isaac goes down. And we get a buzzer. No penalty on that. That's surprising. Another great period coming at you. We'll see if... Right now they got 34 shots on goal for us, 18 for Andover. Give you a shot of that. Jake's holding strong. His dad, though, said the S word, the swear word, today at the bar before the game. And he said the swear word, the big old S shutout word. Not allowed to say that. I gave him crap for saying that before the game. Speaking of goalie dad, that's Rob in the blue jacket. He is always our door guy. He's always our door guy in the penalty box, and Brock Norman Vonstad is always controlling your game sheet to keep the scores updated in real time. That gets reported to District 10. So, and Jeff Peterson's always running the music, the DJ stuff. So we thank all three of those guys for taking care of that every game. Schulte will take the face-off on this one. He's got Stuart Ross out there, along with Carlin and Kraus as his teammates. Schulte taking the face-off. Andover comes up with a face-off win. They bring it into our zone. Shot gets deflected by Carlin, goes back behind the net. Andover picks it back up. Andover loses it. Carlin's going to be first to it. Gets it to Schulte or Stewart. Stewart passes it to Schulte. Schulte tried to give it to Ross, but a little bit of a mishandle of the puck there, and Andover gets possession of it again. They bring it back into the zone. Goes back behind Jake there. Kraus grabs it, throws it around, gets it up to Ross. Ross chips it off the boards. Goes to Schulte. Schulte brings it in, takes a shot, but it gets deflected by the Andover player. Goes into the corner. Andover picks it up again. They're going to be able to get it out of the zone. They lose it, though, and Ross brings it back in, but brings it in off sides, and they get a whistle. "14 minutes left of this game. Stone will take the face-off. Andover comes up with it. Ramzoni in pursuit. Andover continues to maintain possession of it. Andover cuts right through the middle. Shot, but Jake gets down and covers that. Great save by Jake on that one. Read that one all the way. Andover comes up with his face-off win. They drop it back to the point. Shot attempt from the point. Hits Graham in front. Puck gets dumped back behind the goaltender. Liam's there to pressure. Drew grabs it, brings it out of the zone. Andover picks it up again. Liam picks it up. He's going to bang it out of the zone, but Andover grabs it again. Vaughn steps in, and he manhandles that player and comes up with it. Uses his size to advantage. Vaughn dumps it in deep. Chasik grabs it again behind the goaltender. Stays on it momentarily here. Comes out in front. Drew tries to get a shot but can't get anything on it. And we got a 2-on-1 as Liam's coming back. Andover trying to bring it in. Liam does a nice job forcing him into the corner as he couldn't get anything. Shot attempt out front, hits players, gets deflected. That was a beautiful play there by Liam as he forced that player to go wide and into the corner, and they couldn't get anything on that one. Drew steps up, pressures, keeps the shot, goes up and over into the corner. Stone's there, tries to pass it to Gramzoni, and they miss, but it comes all the way out. Andover dumps it back in, tries to dump it in. They bring it back into the zone. Drew's there, grabs it. Puck comes back to Liam. Liam redirects, comes back our direction, bangs it off the boards, tries to get it out, but Andover beats the blue line and able to hold it. Vaughn picks it up, carries it back around. Gramzoni gets it, dumps it the length of the ice, and we're going to get an icing on that play. Down to 8 viewers. Hopefully it's not because I'm buffering a bunch or something. Sarah, if you're watching, can you text my work phone and let me know how the live stream is? Face-off was won by Andover. They were able to hold the zone temporarily. Chalstrom tries to dump it out, hit a player in the middle, and stays in the zone. Max Peterson does a good job, dumps it out. Isaac Olsen grabs it, throws one, hits traffic in front, rebound goes over to Schulte. He tries to backhander it in. Oh, and another scramble. Boys just can't find it. Green grabs it, throws it around to the back of the net. Trying to zoom here. Puck goes in the corner, can't see down there, unfortunately. Green grabs it. Puck goes back behind the goaltender. Andover comes out with that. Looking for options. Andover is able to carry it out of the zone, and Andover on the rush. Brings it into our zone. Cuts wide, gets it in deep into the zone, but gets pinched off by Schulte. Schulte swings in and picks it up. Carries it back out. Carries it right up the center. Cuts wide. Tries to take a shot, but Andover got a stick on it. Bounces in front of the net. Isaac was there to try to bang it in, but the goaltender came up with it. Got a good save. And I'm learning the stream is perfect, she says, my wife. So thank you, Sarah. Stone will be in the face-off circle. He dumps it in deep. Andover picks it up and smashes it out of the zone. Comes all the way back. Carlin's going to grab it. He goes cross ice over to Jackson Krause. Jackson's going to carry it. He gets it in deep. Chases it into the corner. Battles along the backside of the goaltender. He's going to dump back. Ross steps up, tries to grab that. Andover, though, wins the race. They pick it up and carry it back out. Andover grabs it. Krause is there, shuts him down. Great play by Krause. Our D are standing tall tonight. Battle in the corners as Stone comes up with it. Stone carries it back out. Dangerous play as he cut it right out in the middle, but he's going to dump it out. And we get a whistle for something, and Andover's door is opening, as I believe Andover is going to the sin bin for something. I missed it. Number 8 from Andover heads to the box, and we'll get a power play with 10:22 left in the third period. Stone will take your face-off. He's got support by Stewart, Carlin, Ross, and Jackson Krause. He wins it back to Stewart. Stewart drives right up the middle. Backhander, saved by the goaltender. Rebound goes to Andover. They try to send it across ice. Ross got a stick on that, but they still come up with it. They bring it into our zone. Krause, nice play with Krause as he gets a stick on that, takes away a shot opportunity, and Stone picks it up. Stone with speed enters the zone, cuts right in. Shot goes off the post again. Same spot. I think he's been working on trying to do bar down on that top left corner or something, because think that post goalie. Puck comes back out to neutral ice. Krause gets it, sends it up to Ross. Ross goes cross ice over to Stone. Stone meets traffic in front. Ross keeps it in with his foot. Vaughn racing to keep it in the zone, able to do so. Fresh off the bench, drives it into the corner, centers it, but nobody home. And Andover picks it up and dumps it back out. Liam's going to drop back. He picks this up. He's got a rolling puck. He's going to skate it right up the middle there. He's deciding to rush it in himself, and he gets caught on the offsides as JoJo Ross was off. Unfortunately, as he was on a good little rush. Oh, Liam. Schulte will take the face-off here. Face-off comes into the zone, but we get caught offsides again. We'll get another face-off here at the same dot. I'm told I got to change it to the third period on my stream. Again, I don't have any helpers doing that. I forgot all about that. Let's get that updated for you. Third period. Thank you, Sarah. Schulte taking the face-off as we got another offside whistle. Face-off one, or gets dumped in, comes back out. Vaughn goes cross ice over to Liam. Liam's going to rush it in. Drops it back to Milic. Milic cuts right up. Oh, and he can't get a shot off. Andover is going to carry it back out of the zone. They come in. Takes a shot. And it hits Jake in the stick, and he's able to make an easy save on that one. Get a defensive zone draw. Coach takes the opportunity to get some fresh legs out here. Stone in the face-off circle, loses it to Andover. Andover tries to take a slap shot from the point. They fan on it, and we take advantage of this. Stone's going to carry it back into their zone. Drops it over to Green. Green tries to take a shot, gets tipped, goes into the near side corner. Andover comes up with it, brings it back behind their own goaltender. They dump it around the boards. They meet resistance from Stone and Max. Stone comes up with it. Action out front. Andover comes up with it, dumps it off the glass, and they're able to get it out of the zone as they carry it out. Max Peterson there to pressure. She tried to center, and we come up with it. Stone coming back in through the zone. Backhand shot goes wide, hits the boards behind and goes into the corner. Isaac Olsen battling for it. It's thrown out front. Max grabs it. Sorry, I'm a little too zoomed in there. Schulte cycles back, grabs it as he enters the zone. Puck goes back behind. Pass to Isaac by Green. Green drops it now back to Chalstrom. Chalstrom takes a shot, but it goes off the shin pads of Andover and bounces out of the zone. Max is going to be able to get it. He redirects it back the other direction. Andover players fresh off the bench grabs it. They're going to dump it in. It goes to Chalstrom. Chalstrom dumps it back over neutral zone. Max Peterson picks it up. Tries to drive it into the zone. It stays in. Andover, though, able to get it and dumps it back out. Stewart comes in with speed, picks it up. Sends it around the boards. Carlin grabs it, passes it back up to Stewart, and Stewart's in all alone. And a backhander. What a beautiful play by Stewart. Oh. What a play by Stewart. Drives it in, forehand, backhand, top shelf backhand. Doesn't get much prettier than that. 6-1, I'm gonna have to update the score here in a second. It does suck not having somebody else to run the scoreboard. Andover has it back in their zone. I'm hoping to just keep it in. There we go. See, Gramzoni picks this up. Carries it in through the neutral zone, loses it at his feet. Andover grabs this again. They carry it in the zone. Kraus trying to get a stick on it, and they get a backhand, and that's able to make its way in. Let's take a look at how that happened. I think that one just found the 5-hole on Jake. Stone will take the face-off here. Tries to win it over to Graham. Andover, though, comes up with it. Same player cuts right in. Shot. Jake's able to get his glove on. Bounces over to the far side. And it gets knocked out and tipped out of the ice arena here. Face-off will be taken by Stone. Andover comes up with it, takes a shot right off the face-off, goes wide. Norman's there to grab it. He tries to throw it up to Drew. Liam gets there, grabs it. He decides to pass it up over to Graham Zoney. Graham comes into the zone, passes it, gets tipped by Andover, goes sailing in the air. It goes over, though, to, who is that? Stone. Stone cuts through, goes right up the middle, fires. Oh, and it goes up and over the net. As it comes back over to the near side boards, Vaughn had rushed up to try to hold the zone. He's able to do it. Vaughn now is caught up there. He centers it to Stone. Stone fires it, but another save, and it goes back into the corner. Milic battling along there for it, along with Vaughn. Milic comes up with it. Tries to go through some traffic and loses it. Stone comes up with this, working to fire it. Drops it back to Liam. Liam tries to drive it in deep, but runs into some traffic. Milic with a great play, redirecting and bringing it back in. Vaughn banks it off the glass, holds the zone. Stone fires it, hits the side of the net. Andover tries to get it out, goes back to Vaughn. Vaughn fires it low, bounces off. Milic can't get there, though. So he got tied up by an Andover player. Not liking that either. Andover is pulling their goalie as the puck comes back out, and we're getting a call. And we're going to the box. It looks like Milic back to the box again, probably for a slash or a check. I don't know why Andover's leaving their goalie out. They had pulled their goal. I mean, at this point, you might as well pull them. They're 6'2", but why not just pull your goalie at this point? You can maybe make a run at getting another goal, but Isaac Olson's out there. They lose the face-off. Andover gets a shot, but actually, who that was, is that Max intercepted it, passed it up to Green. Green walks around, brings it into the neutral zone, dumps it in. Green's on fire today. He's playing feisty. Andover tried to bring it back into the zone. Chalstrom grabs it, sends it over to Green as they enter the zone. Green maintains possession. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job filming. Green keeps possession, brings it around the boards. They're shorthanded, mind you. Andover tries to get it out of the zone, and now Chalstrom gets checked. How did that not get called? Holy cow. Chalstrom just got blown up on the near side boards, and they didn't call nothing. That was a blatant check. Not certain why we're not going. Andover from the point fires one, and Jake gloves that down. How the heck is he not going to the box on that? Yeah, that was a terrible misread by the Stripes. I thought so far they've been calling a pretty fair game, but that one was terrible. Stewart will take the face-off out there. Andover comes up with it. They drop it back to the point. They go cross ice. Shot from the point. Gets deflected in front. Never makes it to Jake. Rebound. Jake comes up with a small save there. JoJo has it bounce off his stick, and Stewart's going to rush it in. Comes flying in with speed. Drives it deep into the corner. Tries to send it out front. Goes to the corner of the net. They send it back over to the corner of the ice. JoJo able to hold the zone. Still 12 seconds left of this penalty kill for Drew. Puck comes all the way out. Drops all the way back. Carlin grabs it, but that's going to be an icing. And we're going to get an offensive zone draw for the final 3 seconds of this power play. Or penalty kill, I should say. Stewart will take the draw. He's got Ross on his left wing along with Kraus and Carlin. He wins it back to Carlin. Carlin takes a shot, hits traffic in front. I could have swore I heard another whistle, didn't you? What is that?
Might be a fan.
Yeah, apparently like a kid scream, and it sounds just like that's like the second or third time I've heard it. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Kraus crushes that kid. Andover wins the battle, comes into the zone. Stewart does a good job forcing him to go back behind the net. Schulte picks it up, brings it back behind the goaltender, maintains possession of this, and now we get a whistle as we got the boys over here. Carlin and one of the other boys were getting into it into the corner. Not certain. They're going to send Carlin for sure. I don't know. I think they got to take both boys on that one. Both boys boys are going to the box. Number 8 from Andover and Carlin from us. Sorry, I probably didn't catch that on camera. There was a little scrum. I'm not certain what happened exactly, but there was a scrum in the corner. Stone's going to take your face off. We're back 5 on 5. Gramzoni picks this up, sends it up to Drew Milich. Drew loses it temporarily at his feet, and that causes an offsides. Face-off's being taken by Stone. Von Norman and Liam are back out there too as your D-mates. Andover sends it back into the neutral zone. Von grabs it, carries it in. Drives it in front, tries to get a backhand, but can't get a good handle on it. Liam grabs it from the point, sends one in front. Goaltender makes a save. Andover picks this up, tries to get it out of the zone. They had a cherry picker, but Liam read that the entire time. Oh, and it looks like Andover is going to the sin bin on a trip, I'm guessing. Andover number 7 going to the box for a trip. Minute 59 left of the game. And we're going to go and have an opportunity to widen this gap. Stone will take the face-off. Same lineup essentially is going to stay out there. Stone wins it back to Vaughn, but it's just out of the reach of him. Vaughn grabs it, sends it cross-ice over to Liam. Liam sends it up to Drew. Drew loses it, but is able to re-gobble that up, dumps it in deep, goes back behind the goaltender. Andover grabs it, sends it off the boards. Drew's there to grab it there. Stone cycles in, picks it up, cycles it around, sends one, saved by the goaltender, rebound goes to Gramzoni, scramble out in front. Oh, and Andover will avoid that, finding the back of the net. Stone dumps it all the way around, goes over to Drew. Game's starting to get really physical now, I've noticed. Gramzoni picks this up, sends it over to Stone. Oh, and it was just out of his reach. Stone tries to drop it back, but Andover picks it up. Boys battling for it here. I think Vaughn lost his stick. We're able to hold it though. Stone goes, oh, and out front. Liam had jumped way up there to help out, but that exposed a little bit of a hole, and they're able to dump it out. Von Norman picks this up. Oh, he's going to hold on to it. Vaughn's on a rush. Let's see what he can do. He fires it right out front. Oh, and a save by the goaltender. Rebound, and Isaac's in it, and we got a physical game to end this game. Action out front. 40 seconds left of the game. Isaac Olson's going to go to the box on that one. So we're going to go 4-on-4 hockey for the next 11 seconds. Then Andover will finish off the game with about a 30-second time frame remaining of this game. Oh, I take that back. Andover's sending somebody to the box too. Looks like 2 kids are going. Oh, wait, maybe not. I'm not certain what's going on. 2 kids are in the box, 1 from each team. Okay, so my original thought was right. Andover started sending another kid, but face-off win by Andover. Shot attempt by the point from the point gets deflected in front. Schulte picks it up, carries it right into the zone. Penalty for Andover is expired. Shot clearing attempt goes off the glass, and we're getting a whistle. Not certain what's going on, but they got to get a handle on this game. 2 boys going to the box, Schulte and the Andover player. Refs let this game get way too physical, and now it's getting out of hand. They got to get this back under control. 23 seconds left, luckily. Andover will maintain their power play. 23 seconds left of the game. Stewart's in the face-off circle. He wins it back to Max. Max goes cross-ice over to Vaughn. Vaughn rotates it, dumps it deep into the zone. Green's there on the forecheck. Green's going to be able to come up with it, centers it to Stewart. He just can't get a good shot off on it. Max holds the zone. We're short-handed. Are we 4-on-4 or are we 5-on? Oh, we're 4-on-4. I don't know why. And we get the end of the game. 6-2 win for the boys, a much better win, and look to finish off our last game against Andover. Our next upcoming Breezy Point. Let's take a look at that. I think I got the upcoming schedule someplace here on my... Yeah, maybe not. Matchup. Apparently I haven't loaded the schedule yet into my deal yet for the Breezy Point tournament that's coming up. But our first game for the I can show you this. Our next game is going to be January 30th, 3:15 p.m. up in Breezy Point, Minnesota against Chisago Lakes PWA team. So they'll be facing off against those boys coming this Friday. So we'll